All right, we're live.
Awesome.
Hi, welcome everyone. So just to let you know, I think I do have a slight delay. Although I'm ahead. So I think I'm probably about 5 seconds ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's okay. They will all come in and see us. Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome to another episode of A Fresh Twist. Welcome, welcome. You guys know how we do. We take a little while before we start, let everybody come in. Get your teas, your coffees, your drinks ready. Let the show begin. Yeah. I hope you guys are like me right now. I'm super prepared with my notebook and my pen. Make sure you have your notepad and your little pen so you can ask your questions. You can
Mhm.
get the answers, write it down. Today will be very informative. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, gonna learn a lot.
I know, right? I am super excited.
Well,
And I know my mom is. You ready?
I'm super excited about being here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, this is so awesome. I think for me, I think when it comes to learning new things, it's like this whole new world. It's like reading a book.
Yeah.
Like when you read a book, you just go into this different world, learning something, having somebody tell you something different. It's like, ooh, this whole new world just opened up.
And
And I
that's what
love
you
that.
want. That's what you want. I think we should
Yeah.
all be lifelong learners, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's how you get better.
That's how you get better.
Exactly. And that's the goal. That should be the goal, to learn how to love better, learn how to be better, learn how to do better. So you
And
could
if
set
you know
example.
better, then you do better. So
Exactly.
it goes hand in hand. Absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely agree.
So
Ma, if you logging on here, just say hi. Let's see if
hi,
she'll say
you
hi.
you guys are logging in. Can't wait to meet you all or see you.
I know. Oh my God, I forgot. Today is the season finale.
Oh wow.
It's the season finale. Season four this is the last episode of season four.
Wow.
I just forgot that.
So this is
Mm.
a super duper exciting
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, yeah.
So you all come on in.
I'm now getting the bittersweet moment. Because now I'm not gonna be here for a little while, but mm, the
Oh.
season finale. Hey, Chriselle.
This will just help to prepare you for the next episode,
Next
which is
episode.
going to be even
Yeah.
greater. How about
Yeah.
that?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Season five. Season five. Hi, Chriselle. How you doing? How you doing? It's a nice day, man. How was the weather in Atlanta?
I was just about to ask you that. The weather is pretty nice. I would say it's still kind of hot and muggy.
Oh, okay.
From time to time we get a nice downpour, but other
Mm.
than that, how is the weather there?
Today was nice. It was very nice. It had a little chill in the air,
Hmm.
but other than that, it was a really nice warm day. Yeah. So I
Wow.
got to sit outside and have a little but we grilled marshmallows or burnt marshmallows over the pit today.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
I
So did
know.
you all? What do they call that? S'mores? Did you make the
Some
s'mores with
no,
all
because
the?
I don't think they have graham crackers over here, so
Ah, no graham
I
crackers
wasn't
and
able to do
Hershey.
it.
What about the Hershey's?
They have the Hershey's, they just don't have the graham
No
crackers.
graham crackers.
Yeah. But I don't know how we used to eat that. It's so sweet.
The marshmallows.
Yeah, it was. Ooh.
Ah. Yeah, I know. I used to enjoy the marshmallows. Matter of fact, I used to take them and just stretch them out
My
and then
sister does that.
crushing.
Yes.
That was my favorite way of eating marshmallows,
Oh my, that's she does that. She takes it out the pack even
and then
before she
stretch
just
it.
and make this
Hmm.
mush.
Hmm.
Oh wow.
That's yummy.
Wow. Wow. Good evening, John. Chriselle, I am fine. I'm actually doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Over.
Hi, Miss Allison. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody that's tuned in. We are 5 minutes in already. Wow, time just went by. All right, you know how I start the show. We always do the intro. So let's go. We'll be right back.
Thank you to our sponsors, Torque Fightins, Funky Fat Cosmetics, Sincerely Her Story, Bella Dynamite Accessories, Ebenezer Real Estate Services Limited, and Utopia Natural Face and Body. For more information about our sponsors, check our Facebook and Instagram at Sincerely Her Story. This is a live streaming of A Fresh Twist Co. with JC and Friends Season 4.
Hi. I know that beat.
I love that.
Hi, welcome. Good evening to everyone that's tuning in to another episode of Sincerely His Story podcast, A Fresh Twist. Welcome, welcome. Here we are at the end of season 4. I know tonight it just flew by. I know. I felt like it just started just the other day, and now we're doing the last episode of season 4. It was amazing. It definitely was amazing. Um, but another great episode is upon us right now. So
Yeah.
let's enjoy. Yeah, it has been an incredible journey for me, and I want to say thank you all for coming along with this ride. Coming along on this ride with us, and I hope to see you again next season. So tonight we will be talking about etiquette. I hope I said that right. Did I say it right? Etiquette.
Etiquette, yes.
Yes, etiquette. Uh-huh. Your key to success and why it is essential, and some aspects that it could benefit in your life. So, for our new listeners, Sincerely His Story is a place where we share our insight and experiences in a relatable and honest and informative way. From understanding self love and healing through habits to life triumphs, challenges, and real world solutions for women of today, our goal is to help you realize your greatness so that you can shine. You know, I say this every episode. This platform is here for you to be informed and educated. I encourage you to ask questions. I do not want you to walk away saying, oh my God, I should have asked this or I should have asked that. Now is your chance to ask the question. This is a no judgment zone, it's a judgment free zone. Here's where you share your opinions and we have conversations about the tough things and the things that we need to know, right? So the platform is open to everyone.
Awesome.
Today, I have a beautiful woman with me.
Aw,
Beautiful, beautiful Miss Carol Ray. So,
thank
Miss
you.
Carol Ray, can you let us know who you are?
Yes. Hi. Well, first, thank you so much, JC, for having me on your show. I was elated to hear that you wanted me to be on your show. And so, just so everyone will know, I am a certified etiquette instructor and I'm a former educator, and I have a lot of hats that I wear. But the main one is being the founder and director of the Elite School of Etiquette. I'm also the executive director of a pageant, which is a Miss Excellence Georgia Scholarship pageant. So between the two, they keep me pretty busy. And of course, we provide quite a few programs here in the city of Atlanta and really across the United States. And it looks like we're going to be traveling the world
Yeah.
to help empower other people. So I'm so super excited to be here to hopefully help empower each one of you, give you some things to think about, maybe carry away that you can use and put in your toolbox of
Yep.
skills and tips and tricks that
Yeah.
you may need. So,
Exactly. Get your notepads.
yeah.
Get your notepads out. All right, so let's dive right into it. So my thing, I know everybody say, it's like, oh my god, etiquette is like being bougie. What is etiquette?
Mhm. Etiquette is just a way of being kind and considerate to others, actually. You know,
Oh,
when you just said that it's about being bougie,
yeah.
it's the opposite. Because when you think of bougie, bougie means that, I don't speak to people. I don't, I'm above everyone. I
Hmm.
look better than, I have more. I think I'm better.
Hmm.
No, but etiquette is not that. Etiquette is about how you make other people feel
Mm.
being around you, believe it or
Whoa.
not.
Wow.
Hmm.
I did not expect that. I did not expect that because even when you look it up, you don't get that. It's just like, oh my god, just be polite, or it does not say like you have to basically just be how you are polite to
Hmm.
another person. Whew.
Well, I have a
And-
lot to share on that, so you
mm,
all make sure you take good notes because you're going to leave feeling like, wow, I just really learned something new because we all have our own conceived notions about
right.
certain things, based
Yeah.
upon what we've heard, maybe sometimes what we've seen.
Hmm.
But when you really um, find out the truth about something, then you
Yeah.
feel free, you feel liberated, you feel excited, like, I can do this, I can be myself. And that's what it's all about. So, to begin with, I want you all to write the word etiquette down. And I'm going to, let's see if we have a little chat going on here. I'm going to
Yeah.
write the word etiquette in the chat box. I think it will come out. And if you can't see it, it's ETI.
Let me see if I can write it.
ETIQUETTE. Etiquette. Okay. So I just put it in the chat. I want you all to make sure that you write that word down. That's where we're going to
Hmm.
start right there.
Yeah. Etiquette.
Right?
They got
Etiquette.
it in the chat.
Etiquette. All right. So I want you all to take a look at the word and I want you all to put in the chat box what you think that word actually says. It's two words in the word etiquette. What do you think that might be?
Hmm.
And then that way we're going to open up this box and you're going to be like, oh my goodness, I
I am
understand.
seeing one. I am seeing something, but
Okay,
maybe it's not what I am seeing.
maybe. I don't know, but
Yeah.
put it in the chat box. I want to see what you think.
Yeah, guys.
I want to see it.
Let's see what you said. Let me see what you see.
Okay,
Oh,
the ethics. Okay,
yeah.
thank you, Williams or Beverly Williams. I'm not sure if it's
Yeah.
backwards. Okay. Anyone
I'm
else?
seeing one. Hmm. Guys, I told you, no judgment. Come on, join. Let's go. Let's see
Go
what you're
for it. Go
seeing.
for it.
Share
Have
it.
fun. I want you all to know that this session tonight is not going to be what you probably thought it was going to be,
Yeah.
which is boring and like stiff. But at the same time, you're going to feel leaving elevated. So don't think,
Yeah.
well, oh, it's something else. No, you're still going to leave elevated. So, okay. So, John said how people should behave. Okay. Thank you, John.
Mm. Why am I seeing equip?
Okay, well, type it in, put equip.
Let me see.
Let's see what you all come up with. This is a safe zone, so please type in what you think and we'll go from
I
there.
will be. Yeah.
Okay,
What do you guys have?
go for it. Okay, Roxanne, you said that you were all in. Nicola, you're
That
in.
I'm in.
Yeah, Allison, The more you all participate, the more fun you're going to actually have on this particular podcast tonight. This is the last podcast, so we
I
want to
know
make the
for this
most of it.
evening.
We want to make the most of it. So let's go for it, you all.
So you said there are two words
There's two words
in
in the
there.
word etiquette.
Hmm.
Hmm. So
Two
whatever you
words.
type, there are actually two words. And I'm going to give you all just one more minute because, this can go on and on. So I'm going to put my timer on
Hmm.
for 1 minute. And when that minute is up, we're going to go from there.
Oh, somebody says, Nicola said, being ethical and
Mhm.
honest.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Nicola. Okay, we want to hear from Arlene. We want to hear from Roxanne.
Yeah, guys, type it, type it, type it. I know you're probably away multitasking, but you could come for a few seconds and just type what you think.
And if
Type
not,
what you think.
we have 1 minute. So if you can't, then we'll still get the answer. It's okay.
I'm very interested. I feel, you know what? Tonight, I'm taking the backseat. I'm going to learn tonight.
Well,
Tonight
please
is a
do.
learning night.
Yeah. Yes, because my job is to spread, civility around the world.
Yeah.
So whomever I'm able to touch, that would help serve my purpose. So Jay Z, please
Okay.
feel
I
free.
am
Okay.
here and ready.
All right, we have
Uh,
5 seconds left.
I am interested to find out these two words.
Okay, all done. All right, I'm gonna type in the chat box. Did you see my answer the last time in the chat box? Because this
I
says,
think you're doing it in the private one. You're doing it in
oh,
private, but just tell me and I could type it out for you.
okay. All right, so are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, the two words that make up the word etiquette is A, the letter A, and the second word is ticket. Ticket. A ticket. Those
Oh,
are the
wow.
two words. Yes, a ticket.
What
And
does
you're
that
probably
mean?
wondering, what a ticket? Where did
Yeah.
that come from? All right, let's think about it. I want you all to think about activities that you're involved in, things that you do.
Hmm.
Most of you drive. Yes.
Hmm.
Some of you may or may not have participated in some form of a sport. Maybe you played an instrument. You might go for a walk in the park. You might
Hmm.
go to the gym. You've been through school, or you may be in school, and or you work a job, or you're doing something as a professional.
Hmm.
Correct?
Yeah.
Is that everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you don't drive correctly and the police stops you, he'll give you what? A
A
ticket.
ticket.
All right. But this particular ticket is a ticket of opportunity. If you
Ooh.
don't follow the rules, you are not given the opportunity. So if I break the law when it comes to driving, if I speed, if I get into an accident, or I cause someone to lose their life and I lose my driver's license,
Hmm.
I have lost an opportunity to do what?
To
Drive.
drive.
If I'm
Yeah.
playing a sport
Hmm.
and I don't follow the rules of playing that particular sport, I lose the
You lose an
opportunity to
opportunity.
participate, right? If I go to the park and let's say that I throw trash on the ground, or I'm tearing up the grass, if it's a golf course or whatever it might be, I would lose the opportunity to be able to utilize the park.
That, yeah.
So I can go on and on and on. If you all can see that etiquette is a way in which to earn an opportunity to participate, to be able to engage, or to have in your possession. Even in dating, if you're
Hmm.
not doing certain things within a relationship, you lose the
Yeah.
opportunity to actually date someone, right?
Hmm.
So, etiquette really is just about knowing the rules.
Knowing the rules.
That's it. Make it just that plain and simple. And when you know the rules, excuse me, when you know the rules, the world opens up to you.
Oh,
So when we think about dining, when we think about our mannerisms, how we carry ourselves, how we stand, how we walk, how we talk, how we engage with other people, that's a form of etiquette, but it's a social etiquette.
okay. Yeah.
I wouldn't walk up to someone and say, "Oh, what's that in your nose? You got a booger in your nose." That would be
Yeah.
inappropriate, right?
Right.
And if you were a person who did that, then people would shy away from you. They'll say, "I don't
Mhm.
like being around that person because they say things that are inappropriate, or they say things in a way that are what? Offensive.
Yes.
They don't show any tact. They don't
True.
they don't make me feel comfortable."
Hmm.
So that's social etiquette,
Okay. So you
right?
have
So
social
when you have social etiquette, it allows people to want to be what? Around you.
around you. Hmm.
And when
Okay.
you
I
like
would do
that,
that.
you like the opportunity to be around other people because people are going to shy away from you. Oh, he always smells. Oh, look at him. People will shy away. Okay.
Okay.
So again, etiquette is all about knowing
Knowing the
the
rules.
rules. Yes.
Hmm.
And then the social aspect of it is being kind and considerate. And so, how I opened up the whole comment was etiquette is not about you, but it's about how you make other people
Others people
feel
feel.
being around you.
Wow. Oh my God.
Now,
All right.
once we said that, then it's more so like, okay, so how do I do this? Or what are the ways that I need to communicate? Or how should I proceed when I'm doing X, Y, and Z? You
Yeah.
understand? That makes it easier for you to take in information, to learn.
Mhm.
So when you go out into the world, you walk with confidence because you're like, okay, I know exactly what to do.
So, what is like one of the biggest rules that you would encourage people who are now getting into etiquette? What is one of the biggest rules
Well, I
or
would just say
important rules?
treat people the way you want to be treated.
Hmm.
That's across the board. It's for some of us it's easy to dish out things. Like I can give this to you, but
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 we would not want that back on ourselves.
Hmm.
I would say that's the main thing because when you go back to thinking about the rules again, if I'm
Hmm.
driving a car and I run all the stop signs, would I want everyone else to run the stop signs if I was coming through?
Mm, true.
If someone was in a conversation with someone and they kept butting in, cutting me off in a conversation, or if that's what I was doing, would I feel comfortable if I was communicating or talking to someone and
And they
someone
did.
else would come in and they would keep barging into my conversation? Would I like that?
Hmm. So it's basically being mindful
Being considerate of
and being
someone else.
considerate.
It's really very, very simple. So,
Can etiquette also help someone to build self-love within themselves?
of course, of course.
How? What in what
Well,
way?
mhm. Well, for one, I would say that I would always suggest that someone get etiquette training.
Hmm.
As an etiquette consultant, when I work with different groups, I'm there to help empower. I'm there to teach different rules. I'm there to give them a voice. I'm there to guide them on how they should interact with others,
Hmm.
right? And I think a lot of times our self love comes from our own self worth in terms of our own confidence.
Right.
So if I feel comfortable with me, I'm
Hmm.
going to exude confidence, right?
True.
That's just like if I'm a person who works out at the gym and, I'm real happy about, how I'm slimming down and my body looks great. I'm going to have confidence when I wear certain clothes or certain outfits,
True.
right? And so no matter what someone else may say about me, they may say, "Oh, she thinks she's cute," or she, she's this or that. It it wouldn't matter. You would
Mhm.
still have your own self-confidence because you know how hard you worked on
Mhm.
getting to the look that you wanted, right? So when a person is educated in the area of etiquette and you learn the different rules and how things flow,
Mhm.
because we don't necessarily learn that in school. It used,
Exactly.
right? Right. So it used to be a time where we would sit at the dinner table and our parents would talk to us about certain things. They would ask us about our day. If we were doing something that was inappropriate at the table, mom would correct us immediately. Don't
Yeah.
do it that way. This is what you should be doing. And when we would go to school, the teachers would kind of check us, neighbors would check us. And so
Yeah.
we learned as we were growing up. But now with our world, parents, adults, like, don't say nothing to my child. You can't tell my child what to do. And the children are like, you can't, you're not my mama. You can't tell
Mm.
me what to do. So everybody's like standoffish or feeling as though they can't be corrected. And then in terms of us sitting down at the dinner table, a lot of times people are not sitting down and having dinner together anymore.
It's in front of the TV now.
So missed opportunities in terms of etiquette training. So if you don't get that at
Mm.
home or at school, where are you going to get it from?
Exactly.
So that's
Well,
where
and
I come
that's
in.
a very powerful thing that you just said. Even having a family dynamic, sitting at the table and eating, that's a missed opportunity to spend more time and to bond and to
Yeah.
build that strength. So wow, a lot of families, I could say just by that, a lot of families are missing opportunities because we don't do that as much as we should, as they used to, you know?
Yep. And
Wow.
that's how we got to know our children. What has taken the place now is this.
The cell phones.
This
Yeah.
now is the children's babysitter. This
Hmm.
is our best friend. This is our way of communicating. Whereas before we used to talk,
Yeah.
we would call each other up. Hey
Yeah.
girl, what you doing? You would have conversation and you could feel the warmness, or you can feel if someone, or you would hear that someone might be upset or
Hmm.
someone might be excited about something, and you could actually engage in conversations to feel that same energy. But now you text and people like, that's not what I meant. Why do you mean to say it like that?
Yeah.
Messages get a little mixed up.
True. We have a question. But let me read a comment first. Beverly was like, exactly. The people with proper social etiquette always get the big opportunities. Just my observation and experience. And that's true. That's true. And we have Gil. Can etiquette build your self esteem?
Oh, most certainly. Most certainly. Once you are trained and you've had an opportunity to just learn the basics of etiquette, meaning some of the social skills, some of the dining skills, and even
Hmm.
business etiquette, depending on what your profession is,
Yeah.
what's appropriate, and how to engage with others.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good because then people will also respond to you differently. They really will. If you come into the office and you're like, good morning, something as simple as when you walk into a space. If you walked into that space, it is your responsibility to speak to everyone or at least greet the room. Hello, everyone.
Mm.
Hi. Just even if you just say hi to the space, that's your responsibility. It's not the responsibility of the people who are already sitting there. They are already there. You're coming into that space. So that would be most appropriate for you to speak at that time.
So, how would someone, for instance, if that person has social anxiety,
Hmm.
how will etiquette be able to help them through that particular
Well,
situation?
you said two things right there: social anxiety.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why they have social anxiety is because they lack confidence in themselves.
Hmm.
And then when they're around other people, they're feeling small. They're like, well, I don't know what they're going to think of me, or I don't know if I should say this or if I should say that. So they get social anxiety. Should I go over there? Should I sit down? Are they going to say something? Well, the only reason why they're feeling that way is because they haven't learned the rules.
Mm.
See, if I know what the rules are, I'm the one who can break them. But if I don't know what the rules are, I'm at the mercy of whomever. I
Ah.
can choose to say, you can come sit over here, or I'll invite you to the next event, or, I want you to participate. But if I know the rules and I come in and I say, hi, everyone, how are you? You doing okay today? I speak to everyone. I make other people feel comfortable being around me,
Mhm.
right? And when I'm having conversations, it's not about me. I don't sit up and say, oh, well, let me tell you about my life story. This is what happened to me, and then I did this, and then I did that, and and then I went over here, and then we did this, and then I saw this, and then nobody wants to hear all of that. That's socially inappropriate. However,
Ah.
if you have dialogue with another person and you're going back and forth like you're playing tennis, hi, how are you? I'm good. How did you find out about this event? Oh, well, I'm friends with Lisa. How do you know Lisa? Oh, Lisa's my cousin. Is she your cousin? Yes. What's your name again? I'm Carol. Carol, you're going back and forth with the conversation. So guess what? Carol and Lisa feels comfortable now talking to Carol. Carol feels
Mm.
comfortable now talking to Lisa. But if I came in and the whole conversation was about Lisa, or the whole conversation was about Carol, then we really wouldn't like each other, because it's like, who freaking cares? I don't even know who you are. Like, I mean, you just talk too much. Like, can you just
Yeah.
calm it down? Unless you're telling me something that can maybe benefit me,
Mhm.
or that we have in common. And you're like, yeah, that's right. I did the same thing. Did you do such and such? But we're still having back and forth conversation.
Conversation. Okay.
Key. That's social. So when you have social anxiety, it's partially due to the fact that you don't know what social graces are, or what's appropriate for wherever it is that you're going to.
So, what would be the appropriate way to deal with someone who does that? Come in and make it all about themselves, and they're not informing you on anything, but just make it about themselves. What would be the appropriate way to deal with that situation?
Well, it will be called using tact. You can say, wow, I can see that you really love yourself. That's wonderful.
Mm,
Maybe they'll get the hint. And then
that's
they
gonna be
might
my
start
new
talking.
thing.
Say, wow, I can see you really love yourself. And you can
Mm.
smile. And, versus saying, or, looking bored, like, oh, Lord, you know, or you could just pardon yourself, say, thank you so much for sharing that. And you just dismiss yourself. I'm sure we've probably all heard about narcissists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
And my mom is in JC. Okay, but I just learned something. So now, because I think sometimes my face says it all before my mouth says anything, so I think I have to be a little mindful of that. Just say, "Oh, I can see you really love yourself." Yeah,
okay, well,
that's a good way.
just say, well, thank you so much for sharing all that information. It's quite interesting.
I like that.
Yeah.
Guys, if you have any question, definitely now is the time to shoot your questions. If you want to know anything, just let us know. I do have a question. Who can learn etiquette?
Hmm. Everybody. If you interact with another human being, you can learn etiquette. Even our little babies. One thing I wanted to share, and that was,
Mhm.
I was a governess. I don't know if you all are familiar with that, but a governess is not quite a nanny, but a governess is a person who works with children to help to prepare them for something. And I
Mhm.
was working with two Vietnamese children in preparation to go to private school, because they didn't speak English that well, but their parents, were had lots of money, and they didn't want them in public school anymore. One of the things that I noticed from a 3-year old, three, is that he already had manners.
Oh wow.
He was eating a bag of chips, and after he would take the chip out, he would just do his little fingers like that over the bag. Excuse me. So I would say, Evan, why are you doing that? And he says, well, Miss Carol, I do that because my grandmother says that if you do this, the ants won't come. And if the crumbs get on the floor, then the ants will come.
Oh.
You're three. You're three. When I saw that, I knew that there was no excuse for children to not learn manners.
Yeah.
So, to answer your question, they can start as young as 3 years old.
Okay. As young as 3.
As young as three.
um.
Yes. And I have
So
plenty
the.
to share, you all. I know you're asking me a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of
Go ahead.
questions, and you can go
No, go
ahead and
ahead. Go
answer.
ahead.
Well, I want to
Share.
find out from you all really quick because I know, we have questions to answer, but there are
Mhm.
certain things that I want you all to be aware of. I did ask you about what etiquette meant, but I want to ask you this question. How many seconds does it take for a person to make a first impression? How many seconds? Please put that in the chat box because that is so crucial. Everywhere that
Oh.
I go that I teach an etiquette class, I always ask that question. And I'm going to tell you why after you all put down how many seconds does it take to make a first impression.
I never thought of that before. Oh.
Okay, someone says as soon as you are seen, 1 second. Thank you. John, Arlene, thank you. Gail said 2 seconds. So the question again is how many seconds does it take to make a first impression?
Hmm.
Okay, we'll give a few more seconds and then I will tell you whether you're right or wrong or tell you
Somebody
what the
says
correct answer.
10.
Avalon said 10, Timothy. Okay, 10, thank you. So we have 1, 2, 10. First second of your encounter, Nicola.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and move forward because I want to make sure we cover as much information as possible.
Mhm.
You actually have 7 seconds.
What?
7 seconds to make a first impression. Yes. And let me tell you, a lot of people miss out on opportunities because their first 7 seconds are not their best. I've
Oh.
worked with more young people, even some adults who don't know that. And when they're looking for opportunities, when they're looking to have favorable thoughts on them,
Mhm.
they miss out. They miss out time again, over and over and over and over again. And they can't figure out why. Oh, they just didn't choose me because I'm black. Or they didn't choose me because, probably because they ain't like my outfit. They come up with a million reasons why they think someone did not choose them or why they did not make whatever it was or they weren't accepted.
Mhm.
It was the first 7 seconds.
Seconds.
All right, so I'm going to give you some tips on how to make sure that your first 7 seconds is your best. Okay.
Mhm. Let me see if I could type them as well as you go.
hmm All right. Arlene said, in my line of work, first impressions count, and I nail it all the time. Awesome,
Yeah.
Arlene. Good. And what I'd like for you to do, Arlene, is I want you to type in some of the things that you do to make sure that your first impression counts. And then I'm going to share some of mine. This is interactive, so I don't want you all
Yep.
just to think you have to just sit and listen and look. No, I want you all to be engaged as well. So, go ahead and type what are some of the things that you do, and then I'm going to share some things that everyone can do to make sure that those first 7 seconds are their best.
Can. Wow. I did not know that. I did not know that the first 7 seconds. You have 7 seconds to
You only
impress.
get 7 seconds, and that's it. Yes.
Whew.
So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I want
Yeah.
to be cognizant of the time. Within
Mhm.
those 7 seconds, the first thing that a person will notice, male and female, would be your watch and your shoes.
My mom tell me that all the time.
Hmm. Your watch and your shoes, those are the two top things. So if you have, because when a person walks in, they notice you, but they're looking you down, and they always stop down at your shoes. So if you have run over shoes, if your shoes are dirty, dingy, if you have on shoes that are ill fitting, so ladies, if your toes are hanging out your shoes, men, if you have like dirt marks, scratches, and that sort of thing on your shoes, your sneakers are supposed to be clean, but they're dirty. Um, People will judge you on that. Okay. So the first thing that people notice is your watch and your shoes. Okay. So one of the key things that I tell people is dress simple, but dress like in uniform.
Mm.
Dress simple and in uniform, and wear fabulous and beautiful and fun shoes.
Don't forget the shoes.
Okay. Because I'm gonna tell you, sometimes we're in a rush, aren't we? We got
Yeah.
we got to be somewhere. So I'm gonna tell you all, get yourself some outfits, ladies. Get a few dresses, simple colors, not a whole bunch of busy patterns. Simple colors, like what I have on today. Just a simple little dress,
Mhm.
some simple little earrings. You always want to make sure that you have a little bit of a pop, sparkle. So I have a little sparkle around my neck, or I
Mhm.
may have a little sparkle on my wrist. This is pretty much all the jewelry that I wear. Okay. You want to have a little bit of a sparkle. Men have on a belt buckle, or you may have on glasses that might have a little bit of a sparkle. Add a little sparkle to your look.
Mhm.
That will add to your first 7 seconds. And
Okay.
make sure that your mannerism is on point. So if I'm walking into a space, I want to walk with my head up. I'm looking, I have confidence. I'm not walking with my head down. If I have a cell phone and I'm walking into a room, put the phone away. Put the phone away. I can't say that enough. So if I'm walking into a space and I'm on the phone, or I have something that I'm doing with my phone, as soon as I walk into that space, I need to put my phone away, walk with my eyes going straight forward, looking at the room, smiling, making sure that I am put together.
Mhm.
That is your first 7 seconds. Next, if you have to shake someone's hand, I know we're in COVID and some people shake, some don't. But if you happen to have to shake someone's hand, make sure you give them a firm handshake, a smile, eye contact. Make sure the handshake is firm. You give 1 to 2 pumps. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. That's your first 7 seconds. That's it.
Wow.
You only get 7 seconds.
Wow. Well, I had one. I know one of them I was doing very correctly.
And
And
which,
that's the shoes.
okay,
And because you can see right now, I have the watch with a little sparkle,
okay.
um, the
Hmm.
the little dazzle, a little extra dazzle. But my shoes, that's one thing my mom always told me. People
Hmm.
are going to watch your shoes, so I always try to spend a little extra on my shoes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And
Wow.
in the long run, if you do spend quality money on your shoes,
Hmm.
it'll save your feet.
Yes.
Okay. So we only have one pair of, or we only have 2 feet, right? And I know, getting older, our feet don't do the same way they did when we were younger.
Hmm.
So you want to be kind. If you can't afford, it's better to have fewer pairs of shoes
Hmm.
that are of quality and have a good leather. Your foot can form to the shoe, or the shoe can form to your foot. than to buy a whole bunch of cheap shoes where you're tearing up your feet. Because once you get older, you probably notice, you have people who just walking around. They,
Yeah.
they walk real crazy because
Or
their
you
feet,
get the bunions from the cheap shoes as well.
and it starts to affect how they walk, their stride. So if
Mm.
I'm trying to exude confidence, but I'm coming in because my feet are hurting, that says a lot about me already. So you
Okay.
want to be able to present your best within those first 7 seconds.
Okay. I do have a question.
Hmm.
Because I don't think a lot of us are aware of this part. Perfume. Because
Mm,
we think we have to drench ourselves in perfume. How
no.
does that work?
Okay. Well, first of all, it depends on where you're going. If
Okay.
if you're going on a job interview, I would say just take a good shower, put some
Hmm.
lotion on, and go to your interview. Do not wear perfumes to an interview. No
Oh, okay.
cologne. Men, no cologne. Just have a natural smell. So if you take a shower, you don't have to worry about having any form of body odor.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll have a fresh smell, because
Mm-hmm.
you never know who you're going to be interviewing with. They could have an
Okay.
allergy, they can have anything. And if it sets them off, you've automatically lost out on an opportunity.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. And the same for ladies. Just take a shower.
Right. That's
Body
what
mist,
nothing.
nothing.
Hear what I'm saying? Again, you only get those 7 seconds. So if you walk into a room and you have on a fragrance that I'm allergic to,
Yeah.
I'm gonna want you to leave. Like, I don't know what you have on, but I'm allergic to it, and it's annoying. All right. So I see we have a couple of people on the side
Yeah.
who are making comments saying, um,
Arlene said, yes, my appearance is my number one priority. My hair, my face, light makeup, clothes on point, being pleasant, and smile. If I'm going to their home, shoes off and ask to wash hands. Don't sit until you're told. Okay.
okay. Um, is she Arlene? Are you in London, or where are you
She
at?
is in the US, but she said, I'm a nanny by
Oh,
profession, so my goal is to impress the parents, not the kids. They are easy.
okay.
Yeah.
Because when she said that she wants to ask to wash hands, okay, don't sit
Yeah.
until you're told. Okay. Okay. In terms of taking shoes off, of course, you would have to ask if they would prefer you to take your shoes off before you
Mhm.
take the shoes off. So,
Okay.
okay. So she,
Someone did ask a question.
hmm
Question: do you always have to have etiquette, even around family, friends, and people that you're close with, or would you seem fake?
well, you would seem fake if you never used etiquette before, but I would suggest that you slowly elevate,
Mm.
stop being elevated. Okay. And eventually, hopefully, you'll be able to attract people around you who are more like you, or where you want to go. Like, where we are today is where we are today, but where I want to be tomorrow, I need to start acting like where I want to be tomorrow. So if I want
Okay.
more and better for my life, whether it's around family members or not, who cares about what they think? Because at the end of the day, when it comes to business, when it comes to getting a check, when it comes to getting customers, are your family members paying your bills? Are these
Mm.
friends paying your bills? Are they providing for you? So if you say, you know what, I want to elevate because this is where I want to go and this is where I want to be,
Hmm.
then you have to do today what you want to do in the future. So please don't allow anyone, remember we
See.
said self-esteem, self-confidence. Self-confidence is not about what someone else thinks of me. What they
Mhm.
think of me, that's nice, but I don't need your approval. I already got my own approval, but thank you. That's the difference.
Mm.
So take that into consideration.
How can someone be that confident in an environment where people gossip or try to tear other people down? How can they still uphold that?
Mhm. Well, my suggestion is always to try to find someone who has a like mind like yourself,
Mhm.
because being in an environment that's, I guess you could say, what's the word? Um, I had the word in on the top of my tongue and then I forgot it. But if you have an environment that is detrimental to your growth,
Mhm.
why would you want to stay in that environment?
Sure.
If I want to be like you, then I should hang with you. But if I
Mm.
choose not to be like, well, she thinks she's all of that, or she thinks she's better than us, what are they gonna do? Fight you? I mean, at this point, if someone wants to fight you, then you just get the police and they get
And
arrested.
then you gotta.
We're
Mhm.
adults,
Exactly.
right? So if you have friends who want to talk about you, so be it. Are you're talking about me? Oh, that's wonderful. Smile. Because really what's happening is that they wish that they were like you.
Hmm.
See, you're
Wow.
thinking like, oh, well, they don't like that I'm saying this, or they treat me some kind of way, or they say I think I'm better.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that
But
I think
really, it's the opposite.
they want to be like, they want to be more like you.
Okay. All right. So I know you have mentioned knowing the rules.
Hmm.
Can you give us just a few bit of those rules?
Hmm.
What those rules are?
Um, yes, I think we have quite a few ladies here, so I'm going to give the ladies a tip that you can take and use all the time. Okay.
Mhm.
One is three items. I want you to, or three things. I want you to think about your hair, your skin, and your clothes. So make sure you write that down: hair, skin, and clothes.
Mhm.
Okay. Hair, skin, and clothes. All right. Now that I've told you about all three, whenever you're going out or going anywhere, you have to always make sure that two out of the three are always on point.
Mm.
Like, I have my hair in a ponytail. I wear my hair in a ponytail a lot because I get hot really easy. When you're menopausal, you cannot play with the heat. Okay. So we gotta slick. We have to keep it together. So we have to slick it back, right? And then in terms of the skin, you want to make sure you use your lotion. You know, if you have a little lip gloss or whatever you choose to, do to doll your face up, you want to use that. Maybe put your earrings on if you wear earrings. Okay. And then your clothes. You want to make sure that your outfit is attractive,
Mhm.
that it fits appropriately.
Okay.
And that's a whole nother topic.
Mm.
Okay. Because we have girls now who are walking the street with outfits on that only strippers should be wearing
Yeah.
after they've done their dance. After they've done their dance, they have on their stripper outfit and they're walking around the club.
Mhm.
Okay. How do I know that? Not that I was a stripper, but back in the day, I used to be a Budweiser girl.
Mhm.
So we've had opportunities where we had to go do promotions in the club. And I
Mm.
think it was a good experience because I got to see what goes on the other side. And I think
Yeah.
sometimes just seeing things takes away the mystery. It allows you to see, okay, this is what they're going to see. So if you had a husband, it's like, well, I'll get an outfit like that and wear that at home, right? That would be appropriate. So it wasn't a bad thing, but I got a chance to see that these are stripper clothes. So the popular
Yeah.
things today are stripper clothes. So a lot of the young ladies are dressing inappropriately, not realizing that it speaks volumes about
Um,
them when they're
yeah.
thinking that this is on trend. This what people wear. No,
Yeah.
that's what you're wearing. Okay. So we need to make sure that we're mindful of those three things. So what did we say the three things were? Your
That's the
hair,
hair, the skin, and the clothes.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
have you ever noticed that when you get your hair done,
Mhm.
you don't really think about the makeup? Like, you can just come from the beauty salon, your makeup is
And
not
you just
done, you might have a cute outfit on, and you still look good, right?
yes. Yes,
That's right.
definitely. Because I'm looking at myself like, ooh, but I don't even have that much makeup on. I'm just
But you
like,
look beautiful. But see, your
yeah,
hair is
hair
neat.
is done.
However
Yeah.
you have your hair, it needs to be neat. So
Hmm.
sometimes we might pull our hair back and put a baseball cap on. And we
Yeah.
might throw on some red lipstick or something cute, some cute little earrings, and make sure we have like a cute little outfit on.
Hmm. And
Right?
that's simple, simple, but very cute. Okay. All right.
Okay. So those three
Remember
things.
that. Make sure those things are always on point. Anything else you would like to share with the rules?
This goes back again to presentation.
Hmm.
You need to always have at least three items that you can use to pull yourself together at any moment's notice.
Okay.
It could be a lipstick, it could be a lip gloss. That would be one. You might say, I cannot leave my house without my earrings. That might be two. And you might be a person who says, oh, I have to have my eyebrows, or I have to have mascara, or I have to, whatever it is, you need to have at least three things. Or it could be that all you need are your earrings, a blazer, and a cute pair of heels, and you feel pulled together.
Okay.
Always try to dress in uniform.
Hmm.
Have your outfits that you can grab, that you know that outfit always looks good when I put it on. That outfit is my favorite outfit because what it's going to do is it's going to exude confidence.
Yes.
I like this outfit when I wear it. So when I wear it, I know whatever I do, I'm going to have confidence about myself. Okay?
Okay. These are little tricks and trades.
Yes, and it makes a difference because we're asking about confidence. We're asking
Yeah.
about, how do you have self-esteem? Well, if I show up and I walk past the mirror and it's like, oh, I look cute. Oh, there go my cute outfit. I love this outfit.
Yeah. You just feel good naturally. You start feeling good naturally. Oh
Mhm.
my goodness.
And then when you learn those etiquette tips, then you add that.
Yes.
Oh, you're good to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you this. Miss Carol Ray do have a book. It will be advertised on the Facebook page. If you are interested in purchasing it, I will put the link up. Go grab you a copy. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be getting two books from her as well. And I might do a giveaway. I will do a giveaway to any person that needed. Just listen out for the rules. There goes her book. You can share it one more time.
Yes.
This is her book, ladies and gentlemen. So I will have it on my Facebook page if you're interested in getting a copy. And just link me. I'll be able to get one for you and have it sent to you. All right.
You.
Oh my God, this session was so good. I learned a lot, guys. I hope you learned a lot tonight. Time was already like flying by.
I
Ah,
see. I
I
see. And
know
there's
it's
so much
always
to
fly by
share.
when you have
I mean, I
fun.
brought I brought a couple of things I wanted to share. Can I
Go
really,
ahead,
really
share it.
quick?
We still have some time.
All
It's
right, all
season
right.
finale. We could do what we want.
Okay, okay. All right. So, I want to make sure that I throw in a few dining skill tips, if you don't
Yeah.
mind. All
Yeah.
right. So, ladies, gentlemen, whenever you're going out to eat,
Hmm.
okay, first there's a difference. There's two different things. There's dining and there's eating.
Okay.
Okay. When you're eating, you're just satisfying your hunger. You
Hmm.
know, your stomach is growling and you're ready to eat. You can eat anywhere. Remember, we were talking about we used to sit at the table and eat.
Yeah.
You might sit on at the counter. You might be sitting in front of a television in the back seat of a car because somebody's driving, or when I'm talking to children, it's like mom's driving, or you might be in the passenger seat eating
Hmm.
your food while someone else is driving. Sometimes we're driving and we're eating. Okay, so there's no designation for that. Now, on the other hand, when we're talking about dining, dining is totally different. Dining is where we have our own place setting, and that's what we used to do at the dinner table with our parents. We used to
Mm.
dine. Dining is a time for conversation.
Yeah.
So we used to eat, and mom would ask us questions, and we would respond, and we would eat, and mom would say, "Don't do that. Get those elbows off off the table." All
Hmm.
right. You have your own place setting, and it's also a time for conversation. That's what makes dining completely different than eating. All
Mhm.
right. Now I have my napkin here, and I want you all to know that there are two different size napkins. You have a lunch napkin when you're eating lunch, whether you're at a Red Lobster or just, any type of restaurant. You want to make sure you open your napkin all the way up. Open it all the way up,
Mhm.
put it in your lap.
Mhm.
Please don't leave your napkin on the table. Use your napkin, okay? If you're eating dinner, you're going to have a larger napkin. You're going to fold it in half, and you're going to put the fold, you're going to put this fold right here closest to the table, okay? And now I'm going to tell you the purpose of the napkin. The first purpose is to open your meal. You're going to open your meal. If you're at a nice restaurant dining and you have a server, they're waiting for you to put your napkin in your lap. So put your napkin in your lap. That's why they put it at the table. All right. The second purpose is to dab. Ladies, gentlemen, we dab here in the corner because the only thing that's going to be captured in the corner would be a sauce or some sort of cream.
Mhm.
So we're dabbing it here, here. We're not we're not washing our faces. We do that in the morning. We wash our face in the morning, right? When we're eating, we dab.
Okay.
Okay? So we put our napkins on our lap, we dab.
And we that.
The
Okay.
is if I'm eating and something falls to my lap, it catches the crumbs. The fourth purpose, if I have to sneeze or if I have to cough, I'm going to use my napkin to sneeze and to cough in.
Mm.
With COVID going on, with people sitting in closer proximity, we're not at you. No,
Mm.
not doing that. You're going to use your napkin. Now, you may say, well, what if something gets in my napkin? Hold up two fingers, get the attention of the waiter, let him bring or her bring you another napkin. Okay?
So don't snap like this. Two fingers.
Everybody, two fingers, hold those two fingers up,
Okay. I'm just like,
wave, and you wave it up high, get the attention of the waiter. Let them know, excuse me, I need another napkin, please. They'll
okay.
bring you another napkin. You place it back in your lap. Now, the last and fifth purpose of the napkin is to close out your meal.
Mm.
It closes out your meal. It lets the waiter know or your server know that you're finished. So, what you're going to do, you're going to take the napkin off of your lap, just like I did. You're going to run your hand down the side and you're going to place it on the left side of your plate. Which side?
On the left side.
The left side. So again, we open the meal, we use it to
To
dab,
dab.
we use it to
To
catch
catch
crumbs,
crumbs.
we use it
To
to,
sneeze or cough.
and we use
Use
it
it to close our meal
to
and put
close
it
our
on
meal.
the left side. Oh, that's wonderful. That's
Okay.
wonderful. Oh my God. I learned something now.
And there's so much more. So
Oh my.
you just got your whistle wet,
Yeah.
okay? And I have so much more to share in terms of social etiquette, in terms of dining etiquette. There's business etiquette. So if you want to get a jump start or if you want to get some information, this is a quick, easy read. See how thin it is?
Yeah.
It's an easy reading book, has tons and tons of tips in here, just like I shared tonight, plus a whole lot more and you'll be feeling like a champ. You'll have the confidence and the self esteem that you all were asking me about. And I think that this will be an excellent book for you to add to your book collection or to have for your home.
Thank you so much. I thank you so much for sharing this knowledge with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you to everyone that's tuned in tonight. I know we went over a little bit, but it's the season finale and I'm loving it. Oh my
Yes.
God, I learned so much and I hope you guys learned so much. Now you have things to practice when you go out. Just keep in mind, if you need any referral, just come back to this episode and look it over and I will get you guys connected to get the book. Yeah, get the
Yes.
book. So
Order. Okay.
before I end
Yeah.
this season, I do want to say thank you to all the guests that I had on my podcast this entire season. It has been a beautiful season. It was one of my fastest season, I think.
Mhm.
Um, I do want to say thank you to Adela, the owner of Utopia Natural Face and Body Spa. Thank you to Dior, the owner and founder of Shador Studios and Micropigmentation, and Ray Stephen, the nurse in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you for giving us tips on beauty, the hygiene aspect. I have Miss Carol Ray. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
I had 8 beautiful women who shared their idea of what beauty meant to them. And thank you, thank you, thank you. My dad, John, my mom. And definitely, I cannot forget the audience. You guys made this season enjoyable for me. Very, very much enjoyable. You tuned in every time you was here. Um, Without you guys, I don't think I would be here. So thank you so
Aw,
much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll just keep looking out for more. Season 5 is right around the corner. I could tell you that much. So
okay.
thank you, Miss Carol Ray. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for sharing your information
Thank you
with
for
us.
having me. I really enjoyed myself. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves
Yes,
as
they
well,
did.
and that you all learned a lot. Thank you all.
Thank you guys. So I would see you soon. Yeah, definitely be seeing you guys soon. So bye guys.
Bye.